Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to FTR Season 2 here from Round 7, the Australian Grand Prix. And I can bet you can tell by the length of the video, this is going to be one hell of a boring race. Because, I'm going to be honest right off the bat here, I had good pace in the practice sessions we did. Come the actual qualifying race, our pace just decided to go adios and sod off somewhere. Go to our second lap now in qualifying. We invalidate on the exit of turn 2 here, and we're going to try and push for another lap, but Red Gorilla decides to stop on the exit, or the entry to the fourth corner. Yeah, I was sure you could tell I was pretty pissed off with that actually, because if you're going to let someone out of the way, I'd expect you not to brake. Obviously, I could have probably given a bit more room. I just wanted to get a more flowing run and not like... I was expecting a collision to happen mid-corner instead of like at the start of the corner. But whatever, he ended up getting a penalty for that. So it's just not me being a dick, really. Anyway, we're currently set in P8. We're going to be... tried to put in a better lap here. We're only at 120.6. I know I could get into the 190s, but we're gonna have to put in a very good lap to get this. We're currently up by 2 temps so far. I want to improve as well because I believe this, the current tyres I'm starting on are pretty worn. As we go through the second little chicane, go through, I think it's turn 8, go through to turn 9 and 10 now. We go purple in the middle sector. So it looks like we've got a very good pace. We flowed the car through there pretty well. We're up by 3 temps now. And so far we're not even on course to get P7 in qualifying. As we're coming through to the final couple of corners now. We are half a second up, so potentially we could improve a lot more. Hopefully get a good run through the final corner. We're up by 5 temps, so we get a pretty okay run. We lost a bit of time on entry, so it's going to be a 5.3 temp improvement to do a 120.1, and that puts us P8. So we don't really improve all too much.
I think it's really going to affect him.
Yeah. This is not going to be fun. Not in the slightest. I don't know what it is about Australia. It's probably not a good track for me. I just can't seem to do it. But yes, let's get into the race now. Let's hope there's incidents and we can try and salvage something. We're going to be doing the soft to the hard strategy, just because it's the safer of the two. And let's try and hopefully finish ahead of my teammates, try and claw some points back in the championship. And we've got 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go. We get a pretty decent start compared to Shui up ahead. Briefly, Cow gets a fantastic start. He launched himself up the inside of like 4 cars there. I'm taking it very cautious going to turn 1 as there's many collisions going on around us. We've got a couple of guy spinners at Mercedes that spun. We're trying to look at the inside of Kostag, but I decided not to go for it. I should have probably gone for it in hindsight, as it's a virtual safety car now. There's been many collisions. I believe there's a collision between Callum and Websey. Our teammate made it through unscathed. He's up into P1, so that's going to be good for his championship. Not that I think Alex actually needs more help in the championship, given he's like 100 points ahead of everyone else, and it's only round 7. But whatever. But yeah. Anyway, let's get started again. We're back under green flag running now. We're chasing down FTR Sea Knight, who decided he wanted to leave the biggest air gap known to man to Kostak up ahead. So I appreciate that a lot. And going on to lap 2 now. We've got Shui up ahead, who decides that he wants to go play grass tracking simulator and gives us a free position up into P7. So that's helpful. And you see we're actually... I don't know whether Chris is burning a lot of ERS or we've just got really shit pace. I think it's probably the latter, as Chris decides that he wants to spin. So that's P6 for us now. So we're making our way through the field pretty well because of other people's mistakes. So I'm not going to start complaining. As you can see, there's a pretty big air gap now between myself and Kostag. who is probably who we're aiming to try and beat. Maybe we could try and get on the podium if there's like a late safety car, as Freaky Grim has retired from the session. And that is going to be full course caution. I was actually taking it very cautiously through that final, that second to last corner, because I thought there would be a safety car for that, and we managed to get in. We're going to stick on the hardcore pad tyres and run to the end of the Grand Prix on them, providing there's no other safety car. Hopefully we don't get held up by anyone, which looks like we shouldn't. And we exit. We're going to exit in P7. We do have a couple of tier 2 drivers in here, as AVFC and Little Zeus. I don't know whether this is going to be caught in this video, but Little Zeus decides that he wants to screw my teammate's race over. Because, you know, why not? I guess. Funny. Well, lap 9 now. Safety car is coming in. And hopefully we can get a decent start. Casper, for some ungodly known reason to him, decides that he also wants to leave a massive gap to the car in front of Niels. Our hards are bluer than igloos at the moment. And we're going to have some pretty slow pace compared to the 2 cars up ahead of us because they're on mediums. But hopefully our pace will come back to us at the end of the race. And yes, we just got to we've got to hold out, not get any penalties, try our very best, as Master Yoda would say. As you can see now, on to lap 17, nothing much really happened. We pick up our first penalty of the race, so that's kind of annoying, but whatever, it happens. We're actually in the danger of losing P6 here to Chris behind us, as he doesn't have any penalties. And now on lap 18 we have another safety car, as Shui spins at the exit of turn 9, and that's going to allow us to come into the pits. And we're going to get screwed in the pit stop because my teammate has an unjustified 5-second penalty, which does actually get removed, but he's going to hold us up. And you know what the pit crew's like on this game. When we have to double stack, the second car always gets fucked. So we're going to be held here massively. I decided to clip an incident there because I got a warning for entering the pit lane, because apparently that's exceeding track limits. I don't know either. Your guess is as good as mine. We have a 4.2 second pit stop. We're going to rejoin in 8th place though, so it's not too much damage done. And we're going to be on fresh soft compound tyres. Everyone's going to be on fresh softs to round out this race. And we're getting ready to go racing again, as there's a bit of kerfuffling going up ahead, which has slowed us up quite a lot here. And we've got, when we cross the line, there'll be 9 laps left to go. There is a potential for a top 5 finish here, which is what I'm aiming for. As FTR Knight runs wide, and he's going to get gobbled up by like 3 cars here. Casper pulls off to the side because I think Little Zeus caused a massive incident. I think this was the point where it was. If you can hear Alex shouting and screaming in the background, that's what it was. Yeah, we're up into P5 now, and there is a potential for a podium. So, you know, here's hoping. We just got to not get any more penalties and hope that Chris picks up a penalty or drops off the pace massively. But going on to lap 26 now, we have picked up 2 more penalties in the space of 5 laps because I've been driving the car far too hard. Chris still doesn't have a penalty yet, so we're going to hopefully try and get this race, or get the positions on track, and then I was hoping at this point that we could remove one of the warnings that I got that got us a penalty, because it was unjustified, but I could say that didn't happen because we ended up getting another warning, so it was completely pointless anyway. Alex actually got damage from his incident with Little Zeus. That's why he's dropped off the back of Kostag really heavily. Now we're on the back of Briefing Cow. We're going to go for a move around the outside here into turn 3, braking really late. He gives us an almighty squeeze and pushes us off the track, doing exactly what he did to Kostag as well on the previous lap. As Kostag goes around our outside here, I decided to back out of it a little bit here. We get another warning for giving another driver space because reasons. And yeah, this is not going to end well. Like, we're fighting for P3, which will end up being like P6 and P7, or P5, 6 and 7, because of the penalties. But my aim right now is just to try and beat these guys on track. Alex is getting his 5-second penalty removed, so his aim is to remain within 5 seconds of Niels, who has been a bit of a questionable character under safety car, let's say. But we're coming to round out about 28. We've only got one more lap to go after this, and maybe we can try and get P4. If we finish ahead of Kostag, then that's like we're going to be ahead of him, so we're not going to be losing as many positions. As we're going to try and go for a move probably into turn 3, as that's probably the best overtaking opportunity. As now we're gaining with a bit of overtake DRS. He's running low on his ERS as well, so maybe going into the final to turn 3 we can maybe get him. We're going to deploy all of our overtake, all of our ERS, but unfortunately we're not close enough to the back of Kostag. There's only one overtaking opportunity left, and that is into the final sector at the right hand side of the track. Maybe we can get him into turns 8 and 9, I think it is, but I don't really want to do it. We're going to save our ERS here. I know that Kostag likes to deploy his earlier before the fast left-right chicane. He's getting caught up by a briefing cow now. So there is the potential. We're going to play a little bit of ERS here actually to get close to the back of him. He's running low on his ERS with the red light flashing. We're going to chuck it into this corner. We take a warning, it gives us another penalty. So yeah, we're not going to even get past him here to beat him on track. And yeah, that's the race. I don't know what it is about Australia. It just is not a good track for me. I don't feel like it's a fun track to drive as well. It's just very awkward in my opinion. I can't really describe it. But yeah, Niels wins the race, but Alex will actually come home to win that because he gets one of his penalties removed. And yeah, that's it. We finished P7. I don't really know what else there is to say about this race. I was just annoyed with it. I'm happy that it's over now. I guess we just move on to Monaco.
No, who? Oh, fuck's me. Right. So at Lil Zeus, thank you for ruining my race, and thank you FTR for tackling me under the safety car. I win on penalties, by the way, because my 5 seconds from Niels hitting me will be removed. Just a silly mistake, no.
Fuck off, this is a silly mistake. I was right behind you and I saw the entire thing. Like,
well, I don't care, I win, so. No, it won't. You hit me. Right, I got invited to the podium. You going off, or can I expect to see you after?
I'm gonna go off. I'm not
Oh,
with
wow.
the race. So just forget about it and move on.
Yeah, right. I'll see you later.
Alright, see ya.
So as you can see here, the driver's standings after 7 rounds. I am nearly 100 points behind my teammates. I'm still holding down 3rd. So we're doing okay. I just need some good results in the coming races. Websy being very consistent as per usual. He's had 4 4th place finishes in a row. He's going to be quite far ahead of us. But hopefully everything could change come the next race at Monaco. I feel like that's a decent track for us. Obviously there's going to be a lot of pressure just doing that race in general. But hopefully we'll get around to doing well at it. And so we move on to constructors. You'll see that Alfa Romeo is absolutely dominating that championship. Mercedes are trying to close us in, but it looks pretty set that 1 and 2 is going to be Alfa then Mercedes. So the rest of the field can scrap over P3. But if you did enjoy this FTR round 7 for season 2 at Australia, please do leave a like, share and subscribe, and hopefully we can have some good luck in Monaco, so I'll catch you then.